This is the necklace I made this week, and I decided to make this kind of necklace, which I'm calling my collage necklace, after I'd gone to a collage class, and my purpose was to try to use some of the principles I learned in that class to create these beads. So I started out with a sheet of white clay and a sheet of black clay, and over the white clay I put a medium before I started using different stamps and textures and acrylic paints to create the patterns on the beads. I did not do that to the black pieces, so they're just regular, clay surfaces I was starting with. I think that adding the medium created a bit more of a wood or chalky feel, but maybe that's just, me thinking that. Anyway, I did have some leftover materials from the class, so there's a screen on this. Let's pull it in closer, and what I did there was I actually used liquid clay. I thought I would try baking it on, and that worked, but I wasn't feeling secure enough, so I also put Zap-A-Gap glue, which is my go-to glue, after it was baked. Let's just move along here. I also used this golden fiber medium, which kind of adds, I don't know that you could really see it, but it's kind of a rough surface that it adds. And initially I thought that I might color that or do something with it. I think I would do that in a different project, but it didn't seem to fit for this one. Let's see what else. In this case, I used a silk screen, one of Create Along's, the plaid silk screen. And then you can see also here on the clasp, let's pull this up a little. I used the netting again, and this time I just glued it on after it was baked, because I decided to add it, of course, after after I had baked it. But I really like the idea of using the Sculpey liquid. I said that because I didn't mean to turn my camera. Okay, and then some of these you can see sort of some of the different screens and textures I used, and mostly they were texture pads, and I just take paint on my finger, usually like fluid paint, but it could be thicker paint, and I really like Golden's paints, line of paints, and I gently, I get most of it off my finger, and then I wipe it on the pad, and then I stamp things. Okay, so let's take it up again so we can see it from a distance. Having trouble with the light, keeping the lighting correct.